This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, I'm Sabrina Brown. Thank you for joining us. Topping the news tonight, the Grand Bahama Port Authority is continuing its push for new economic development for this island. A major international franchise is among the foreign direct investments being pursued. Could become home to another international food chain as officials at the Grand Bahama Port Authority seek out new foreign investment for the island. Principals at the port are in talks with officials at Denny's, known as America's largest full-service family restaurant chain, about establishing a franchise on Grand Bahama. Senior Director of Global Franchise Recruitment for Denny's, Doug Wong.
There's a lot of synergy between the Bahamas and particularly Florida. There's a lot of guests that come into our restaurants, Bahamians, they do their local shopping. And when I go visit the Bahamas, you see a lot of U.S. brands there that do extremely well. So we think it's a great opportunity for an individual or a company that's looking for a way to diverse their portfolio, want to bring a full-service restaurant brand like Denny's into that market.
Denny's has 168 company-owned restaurants and 1,692 franchised units, with operations in the United States, Canada, and parts of the Caribbean. Officials are hoping to open several restaurants in the Bahamas, and they believe Grand Bahama is the ideal location for the flagship store.
When you look at the Bahamas, there are really two islands that you need to focus in on, the Grand Bahamas or Nassau. Yeah. We certainly believe that those two markets can support our brand. If we look at it and step back, we can probably see about 3 to 4 restaurants in that market. So if you build your flagship restaurant in the Grand Bahamas, you can use that as your bench strength to be able to support the other restaurants in Nassau.
Denny's executives are looking for a candidate that suits the company's model.
We think that, once we find that right individual, we'll show them what the brand's all about, the relevancy of the brand, the leadership of the brand, what we plan to do to build the brand in the future.
The Grand Bahama Port Authority's derelict building beautification project is progressing. Port officials have identified several buildings for a facelift, and they hope this transformation will enhance the overall appearance of the city as well. Italia Hall has an update.
The mission is to beautify a number of abandoned buildings in Freeport to give the city a fresh appeal. Grand Bahamian artist Sheldon Saint has completed work on the first building on Queens Highway and has now moved on to the second part of the project at the Sun Coral Plaza. The abandoned building located on Call Road and East Sunrise Highway has been in a state of disrepair for a while now. Saint says he has chosen a special design for that building.
Initially, when I thought of the building, the first thing that came to mind was flamingos in flight. And after presenting the concept, the idea, and the preliminary sketch to Mr. Roll, he approved of it, and I then went along with what they approved of, and that's what we see here today.
Saint says there are plans for a number of other buildings as well.
The other buildings are going to be on Queens Highway. We have 2 buildings that, from what I understand, has been released already. One is the Bethel Robinson building and the other one is the Mercedes-Benz building.
And he says he just needs one thing to stay motivated.
A lot of the folks that are passing by, they are telling me I'm doing such a great job, which is what I actually need from day to day from these folks that are passing and telling me, good job, you're doing a great thing.
It's Talia Hall, ZNS Network News.
A major addition in the making for the College of the Bahamas Freeport campus. This new development comes as the institution takes another step towards university status. Joan Davis-Roll has the details.
As the new school year gets underway in a matter of weeks, a new chapter will begin for the College of the Bahamas. That institution will witness the commencement of construction for brand new dormitory facilities on the campus site in East Grand Bahama. Contractors for the project is Amico Construction. Chief Executive Officer Vihem Roberts.
The first phase, I guess, is going to be housing 88 students. It's going to be 14 dorms all in all, and there's going to be a kitchen and offices and even a health clinic. And the plan is then to be able to have all this done by next summer, sometimes 2016. So we are very excited about this, and we think that our modular system is really something that fits very well. You have a significant reduction of construction time. You have a very small footprint, as you will see on the different renderings here. So a minimum, let's say, impact to the environment.
Robert says his company has undertaken a number of major projects here on Grand Bahama and already has a proven track record of excellence.
We have been here in Grand Bahama for many years, actually, supporting the shipyard with Grand Bahama Shipyard with different kind of dry docks, and we have actually been delivering and refurbishing thousands of cabins on the cruise ships. And also there it's very important to have a modular system, because we usually have like 3 weeks to do some 50, 60 cabins. So that's how we have kind of developed these modular systems, which you also will have similar systems for the college.
The company's expertise also extends to another northern island, and it involves a mega project.
We are also busy right now in Bimini with the resort board over there, building a hotel over there. More than 200 rooms are already open, and it's going to be completed during this year.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
It's a lucrative business, and based on the results of the first week of the crawfish season, local fishermen may be in for a bumper year. Megan Shepard has that story.
I'm C.C. Campbell, and if you guys do foolishness out there, me, Marine Patrol, and Defense Force, we can get you.
It is possibly the country's most anticipated season, the opening of lobster season on August 1st. Assistant Fisheries Superintendent Clement Campbell says so far the season has been productive. When compared to 2014, Campbell says that the numbers are up some 35 to 40%. He attributes this successful opening to the hard work of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force and the police marine units.
When I say the numbers are up, the fishermen's their weight is much more. Like last year this time they were having like 150, 100 pound, 120 pound. Now the numbers I've seen since the first, it starts at like 250, 180, 500, and one or two boats had like 600 pounds. So that's a good increase for the year. The good thing about this, I hear none of them complaining. Now I don't know what's going to happen like 3-4 months down the road, but for now, there's no fishermen complaining about anything.
And as you enjoy the country's favorite and most delicious season, Campbell is reminding fishermen to adhere to these small rules.
I'd like to warn all fishermen not to bring any bagged lobster meat in. Do not get caught on your boat with any lobster that's bag ready, like it's processed. You're not allowed to do that. If the lobster is soft back, bring it in the way it is. Do not discard the lobster and throw the shell away and bring all the meat in, because there's no way of proving that the lobster is soft back or hard back. So it could be undersized and soft back. The rules are pretty standard. 5.5 inches, right? Lobster must be brought in on ice. Don't go to catch all the lobster and wring it. Then the blood get changed color and it loses value and it loses texture. So it's best to take as much ice as you can.
Campbell notes that another threat to the lobster is the invasive lionfish that has been plaguing the Caribbean for some time now. He is advising fishermen to spare the predator when possible and says he hopes a market for the lionfish develops soon. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Stay with us. The Northern Edition will continue in a moment.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The TEDx organization holding a forum on Grand Bahama for the second consecutive year. The event affording participants the opportunity to share their ideas and experiences on an international platform. Italia Hall reports.
TEDx, Technology, Entertainment, and Design. It's a global non-profit organization that shares ideas among aspiring entrepreneurs. TEDx held its second annual event at the Pelican Bay Resort on Saturday, and the Grand Bahama Port Authority and Subway were some of the major sponsors. Earl and Katala Taylor played an integral role in bringing TEDx to the Bahamas.
The theme is furthering Bahamian development, and our speakers are all taking it from a multidisciplinary approach, and the turnout has been awesome. Our license limits us to an audience of 100, and there are 100 persons here. So for people that were unable to attend, the good news is that the videos will be free on the web within a month of the event at TEDxGrandBahama.com.
For the second time, a group of young Bahamians all younger than Freeport, who has come to the forefront to lead the ideas to guide this community. I have been emotionally touched in this session this morning, listening to these young minds explain with complete conviction how to move this country forward.
There were some 100 participants. Community leaders were on hand as well. They say the event was too important to be missed.
I think it's very important that I come along and hear what they're thinking, how they see things from their perspective, and hopefully I'll be able to gain something from the talks that I can take to our party and that we can incorporate in the plans and the visions that we have for the future of the country. Because again, we're not building the country for us, we're building the country for the next generation.
And just to get their insights on what their perspectives are is very encouraging.
Some of the presenters say it was a rewarding experience.
I talked about how the ocean has the ability to inspire a nation, and a lot of the work that I'm doing with young marine explorers and how it's a form of sort of national development, connecting youth with the ocean, inspiring youth to become leaders, to really create change in the Bahamas.
It's my first time ever doing something like this and actually getting to share my ideas. And I really think it's important, that I actually was chosen to be the voice for my generation. And I basically talked about integrating technology into the classrooms to change the whole idea of the Bahamian educational experience.
Italia Hall, 7S Network News.
Thanks, Italia. Hundreds of young people took up the Frank's Ice Cream Challenge this past Saturday. After studying the Bible for much of the summer, this past weekend they were able to participate in the Bible quiz at various locations throughout Grand Bahama. Coordinator of the Bible quiz, Frank Oughton, was touched by the response from the students.
Get the kids in the Word. Do what have to be done. Get the blessings. And it's all there for them. And still, thanks to all of the many sponsors that put a hard part in it, and we're still looking for more sponsors so that we can be even more effective throughout the community for the kids, give back in a positive way. This year, over 1,500 to be exact, pretty close to figure here and there, and to see who show up and really do their thing. It was kind of rainy this morning, so we had a little setback. A lot of kids didn't, I guess, who can walk couldn't get to come out.
The grand prize is a brand new Jaguar, and there are a number of cash prizes and gadgets that will be given to the winners. Organizers say it has been a wonderful experience.
The car is here, and the kids are in examination right now. The kids are at Bishop Michael, and I went by there. The teachers them they're looking over the exams. The kids are very quiet and they're going to the exams very fastly. The 6 to 10, the exams looks very well. The younger kids are in the class now taking exams, and the teachers them are ready to mark the exams.
We had a good turnout today, and I'm just saying that I'm looking forward to next year.
It's time now for Ask the Doctor.
I'm Dr. Monique Pratt. Marie from Freeport sent this question. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night sweating, short of breath, and my chest feels tight. It feels like I'm having a heart attack, and it scares me. Why is this happening? Thanks for your question, Marie, and I'm sure that what you're experiencing can be frightening. The symptoms that you are describing may or may not be related to your heart, and you should call 911 or go to the nearest emergency room immediately, just to make sure you are not having a heart attack. If your heart evaluation is normal and your symptoms recur, you could be experiencing a panic attack, which can present with symptoms similar to a heart attack. Panic attacks can occur at any time. It can awaken you from your sleep, occur while you are working, or even while you're driving your car. The symptoms usually begin suddenly without warning, peak within minutes, and can be very uncomfortable. When the attack happens, people often describe a feeling like they are about to die, or sometimes say it feels like they are going crazy, which can be very frightening. If you or someone you know experience such symptoms, please see a doctor immediately. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. Sports is up next with Ricardo Libourne.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sports and Ricardo Live. When this one tonight goes out to my brother and Fanu Pai, Larry Wagos, who celebrated on the weekend. Way to go, Noof. You are to be congratulated. Bahamas SC Rescue Association preparing for its annual fundraising events, and Sabrina Brown has got this one covered for you.
The 45th annual Bernie Butler Basra Swim Marathon will be held Saturday, August 15th at Coral Beach, and Chairman of Basra, Justin Snisky, says all systems are go.
The swim itself on Saturday starts at about 9 a.m. when we start our 5K swim, and then at 10 a.m. we have our 2-mile open water swim. And then at 12 o'clock is the completion of the race. From there we have our fundraising beach party. We have 10 packages that have been out. Unfortunately right now they're all sold, which is great news for us.
The swim meet is the major fundraiser for the Bahamas Air Sea Rescue Association, and Snisky says support has been great over the years, with people coming in from around the world for the annual event. He's anticipating another successful year.
Typically we have anywhere between 100 and 120 swimmers come down worldwide. We have them coming from everywhere, Canada, Europe, Nassau. We got a nice little reining competition going on between Nassau and Grand Bahama. Unfortunately, Nassau won last year, but we got a surprise for them this year. We have people that book their vacations around this event. Typically, we range between, throughout the day, 800 to 1,000 people that pass through.
Chairman of Fundraising Eddie Wan is grateful for the community's continued support.
We do, again, know that things are very tough over here on this island. I, for one, do know as well. But we have been getting a positive response, and we feel very good about that. And we just hope that it keeps coming in.
Snisky says the swim meet is a family affair.
We have a special treat again this year. The Coast Guard has confirmed that they'll be doing a rescue demonstration for us at 3 o'clock. So come on down, you can see what it's like as other professionals in our field, our working relationship we have with them. It's a great opportunity, great photo opportunity, great time to have with the kids. It's a family event, family packed for the entire day. We have a live band coming on at 4 o'clock, and we have activities all day long.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Total Sports.
Now, Grandma, we got to remember now, this is a beach event, a family event. Do not go there in heels and jeans and things, okay? Please, beach wear. Okay, Oklahoma Sooner basketball standout Shivano Buddy Hill is actually spending a few days here, and also Buddy had a number of his collegiate basketball players for a two-day clinic at Jack Hibbert Gymnasium. For Buddy, walking into the gym brought some fond memories back for him.
Yeah, I remember that. As soon as I came out, I said, this Jack Hibbert Gym, I'm back in my home where I used to be at, but I just feel like we need a new gym now. It's getting a little old, but hopefully I make it big and I can help them out with this. But there's a lot of memories I had in this gym. That's where everything started for me. With Coach Butler and Coach Higgins and even Coach Womack, we work on here, and that's where everything started for me. So I'm very humble to be here, and I just look back on all the memories I had here.
Well, as soon as we'll be back in school in about 3 weeks or so and preparing for the new season now, Buddy says that they are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I feel great about our team. We just lost one starter, Tayshawn, but we're just going to go out there and grind, and we're going to try to cut down as much losses as we can. But we have a great team coming back, a lot of seniors, so we should be ready for anybody.
Going down there to Igmar Rock, you're going to go back home to share the message with your kids. How do you feel about going back down there on Monday?
Oh, Igmar Rock, it's going to be fun. I haven't been in Igmar Rock in like 2 years or so, so when I go down there, it's going to be fun. That's being in the court I grew up with, where I all started out in the court, where everything started off, and just being down there and just fun the kids, and where home is really home for me. It's going to be a fun environment, and hopefully we have a lot of fun down there.
And they're wrapping up right at the hour down there, and it's going to be a wonderful time for those folks down there in Igmar Rock. Make sure you guys do go down there and check it out. Abaco Softball Association weekend scoreboard for you quickly. Abaco Grocery Diamond Dons defeated the Major Payne in ladies play 14-4. Gabrielle Davis had a 3-for-3 game and 6 RBIs, and Tracy Aubrey got the win, struck out 6 batters. Tessa Lewis the loss. A&G Turf Bulldogs stopped Solution Sharks 14-4. Mark Douglas with a 4-for-4 game and tack on that 7 RBIs. It was Lyle, the big boy Sawyer, who in turn also picked up the good win there. He had a good one going as well. He had a 3-hitter going and struck out 15 batters. Giovanni Culmer was tagged with a loss. Simple Solution Sharks took out the Nagiro Sluggers 12-4. Chancey Swain 3-for-3, 5 ribbies, and also Jason Scott got some strikeouts, 6 of them in the win. Shaq got a little loss, and the Turf Bulldogs then closed of the weekend. They put 11-0 shot out on the Latima Destroyers, and guess what? Willard Gardner had a good one going, 3-for-3, 4 RBI. Tyler Josie Wells Russell with a 2-hitter, struck out 11 batters, and the loss goes to my good old friend Oscar to go roll. And don't forget, Basra is this weekend. Ladies, please dress accordingly. Leave the weave home. Go on the beach with a hat. Have some fun. That's a look at sports.